All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Streetnerdz Radio, the #1 station in the streets. You know it is. It's your boy, Guess Who. We got a special fucking guest in the building. Special fucking guest in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey man, y'all know what it is. It's Day Gritta, aka Big Crispy. Shit, the motherfucking logo, the drip guy. What's up with it?
I know that's right. I know that's right. So let's go ahead and get them familiar with you. Where you from and how'd you grow up?
Shit, if niggas know me, y'all already know I'm from Bronx, New York. Straight up project, baby. You know what I mean? Shit, I came to Denver, Colorado about nonstop in 3rd grade. Nah, I take that back. We moved here in 3rd grade. Mama didn't like it, so she moved us back. And then nonstop in the 7th grade, 2003. Shit, I went to Smiley, continuated from Smiley. Shit, they kicked us out of DPS, wound up going to Gateway, so that's where I graduated from. But I lived in Park Hill the whole time until shit, we moved to Aurora.
So for geographics, and for a lot of people, Park Hill is known for the blood culture.
The blood culture, okay, yeah.
Yes, it's known for the blood culture over there for sure.
Yep.
So living down there in Park Hill and then going to an Aurora high school, how was that for you?
I wouldn't even say it wasn't bad, because shit, going to Gateway, everybody wasn't from Aurora. You know what I mean? You had people going from Montbello, you had kids from the Park Hill, the East Side, you had kids from all over. And then when I went to Gateway, shit, all my cousins was going there, so it wasn't really too much.
Fuck yeah. So for people who don't know, my first interview on the radio was with y'all a long time ago.
Well, you go
Paper Plane Stoner Gang.
Yeah, but that was our son shit, you know.
Yeah.
What I started was TYG, so that was Team Young Gifted. It was, if y'all familiar, that's with Polo Red, LPs, Ace. Devontae Turner was on there. Shit, we had a good lineup back then, man.
Fuck yeah, and then you got into the promotion game early.
So yeah, that's when I started, really promoting out here and shit, seeing where really the money was. We was doing team parties, shit. Then we started teaming up with J Cal and J Loke and all them, and then Infamous B and all them. So
what got you into the promotions?
Shit, I grew up around it, being in New York with my uncle and my pops. Shit, they used to do big shows at Madison Square Garden, the Paramount Theater. So, shit, I grew up into it, you know what I mean? And I just came out here like, oh shit, well, this place gonna let us run it out, let's throw a party. Because we first started doing house parties, you know what I mean? And shit, that's when we was going to Smiley doing house parties on 33rd and Forest. It was a couple of homies that we did it with. Devil Air had a couple of parties, and we used to charge the kids $2, $3 and shit. And I had my first big party at the Elks Lodge on the east side. My grandpa was running the Elks Lodge.
And so that's how you got involved with it. What would you say the culture is like here?
Like I was telling somebody the other day, this is white Atlanta, you know what I mean? So it's only a small portion of us. So it ain't nothing for us to do besides go to the little clubs that we got and, follow other city trends, because this ain't where we belong. You know what I mean? This is for the white people. You know what I mean? It's their city, they state, they got shit that they do. And it's more like, it ain't nothing for us here to do. That's why we don't have too many clubs. We can't keep spots. We can't do nothing because they don't want us here.
So where you at now to the young you, in as far as the promotion in the party game, what advice would you give yourself?
Shit, the young me, I'd have said, man, I should have did a lot of shit with all that money I was making. Should have bought me a club or, really invest my money at that time. But at that point in time, you young, you really don't know. Shit, 20 bands, you just trying to spend it. You know what I'm saying? To where now, it's hard to get a promotion in the club because shit, with all these murders going on and things like that, they don't want us. They don't want us hip hop culture anywhere.
And do you feel like, so now when you say that, is it harder on top of that because you're a woman?
Nah. Being a woman or a man with my ambition ain't never stopped me from doing nothing.
Do you feel like it stops other people?
It shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know your worth. You gotta put your foot forward. Like I tell anybody, you know, especially being a woman that's gay, people think that you can't do a lot of things. And I done did a lot. I done got into positions that men couldn't get into or straight women couldn't get into, you know? It's just how you work, right. How you market, how you promote yourself, and then how you handle your business.
So we had LPs up here. And
it's my dog.
Yeah, she said to her family it was hard coming out to her family.
Hell yeah.
Do you feel like it was hard for you when you finally wanted to be yourself?
It was definitely hard, you know. I know what she mean by that, because nowadays it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? When we was growing up, it wasn't everywhere. It was more like, shit, if you was gay, you had the cooties, you know what I'm saying? Something was wrong with you type shit, and you was just regular. So with my family, it's more like, you know, everybody was in the church. You know, my moms and my pops, they was real, I wouldn't say bougie, but, you know, they was up there because my pops did his thing in the street. So, you know, they was well known, and it was more like, I didn't feel like they was going to be happy. Which I thought is that my mom was going to be the one to really be like, it's okay, baby, and my pops was going to be upset. But it was the other way around. You know what I'm saying? My mom didn't take it too well. She was just looking at me like, what? But it is who I am. You know what I'm saying? I've been like this for a young age. And it's so many things that I tried to cover up, so nobody would judge me. But once I came to the point where I ain't gave a fuck, it is what it is. And you know what I mean? Me and my mom battled for a year, but now we two peas in the pot. That's my dog.
That's what's up. So now there's been a lot of controversy in the news lately with a lot of shit going on.
Right.
One being Bootsy and Lil Nas X. The baby being canceled. You feel what I'm saying? And them trying to cancel a lot of like Dave Chappelle, Michael Myers. They was just bringing up some shit. Let's speak about the baby situation, because that was the one that happened the latest.
Right. But that whole situation, I feel like that was just overboard. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's freedom of speech. He gonna say what he want to say. You like it or you don't.
Was it? Do you feel like it was homophobic?
No. He said if you sucking dick in the parking lot, raise your hand. And I believe he said something else, raise your hand. But that's just like when you go to the shows and they be like, if the ladies is in the house, if the niggas is in the house, if you got bad hair, if you got real hair, if you got money, it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But he just spoke on a certain subject to where, like I tell people, and being in the gay community, you can't be soft, bro. Everybody's not gonna like it. You know what I mean? You gonna have people judge you. You gonna have people say this. You just gotta be yourself. And when you open and you know what you like, and you know that's just you, shit, nothing else hurt you. That's why when people be like, oh, you a dyke, oh, you a cop and muncher, none of that bother me, because I know what I am. Shit, I know I like girls. Shit, I know what I do in the streets, and I know how I gotta get it, but I ain't gonna let nobody break me from being me. Cause at the end of the day, being gay or not, I'm still me. You know what I'm saying? I still got family. I still got homies. You know what I'm saying? So none of that bothers me. I just feel like
should they have canceled the baby?
No, I wouldn't. I feel like it was a point to prove, because in a political world, everybody higher up, if you think about it, is gay. So what happens is that if they don't put a stop to it, then everybody look at them wrong. So I guess I would say the baby situation was trying to prove a point to let the world know we approve and we care about gay people. And that's fine. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I said, if I could have came out in this generation, it probably would have been much easier. But at the same time, you can't be soft, bro. You can't let shit bother you.
So what about
blow away?
What about the Bootsy and Lil Nas X shit? Is Lil Nas
Boosie's
trolling?
raw. So I was listening to Boosie When Mind of a Maniac, Set It All, Bankroll After Bankroll. So Boosie has been a raw nigga. He gonna say what he wanna say, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. But the part of Lil Nas X, I just feel like he doing too much. Like, we know, and me personally, I don't feel like the homie gay.
Do you think he's using it as a weapon?
I feel like he's using it to get clout and to get that gay market. I don't feel like he really gay. But if he is, it's the way you go about it. You can always be you. Putting the extras on it, that pregnant shit and all that, like, bruh, we know this is not happening in America. Like, because at the end of the day, we still got kids. You see what I'm saying? So he made that song, Old Town Road, I believe that's what that was. And the kids like it. You know what I'm saying? I caught myself a couple of times rapping it in the car. But now it's just like, it's too extra, bro. And it's like, I don't agree with that type of shit for kids. I got nieces and nephews. I got my own kids that ask me and they be like, whoa, you a boy or girl? At that point, I feel like when a child asks you that, I'm going to let them choose what they think I am. Then when you old enough for me to explain, I will, because I don't want a child to be confused. You see what I'm saying? So when they get to asking like, you a boy or girl? Like, shit, I'm whatever you want me to be, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then when they get older, they be like, all right, now I can explain to you. And then you get some kids that straight up like, nah, that's my auntie. You know what I mean? That's just like my brother's girl baby. She call me Uncle TT. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But when she get older, she'll understand like, that's just my auntie, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But he's confusing the kids, and that's what I don't like. Because now you got kids like, Dad, can you get pregnant? Like, the fuck going on? That's not cool.
That shit's too far.
Yeah, that's just too far. That's just, and niggas can say what they want to say, and I tell people all the time, I just ain't in tune with the gay community like that because I wasn't raised around it. That's another thing. Like, people be like, well, how you just the way you? I wasn't raised around it. I was raised around straight niggas, drug dealers, niggas in gangs, tough skin situations. I wasn't raised around nobody gay. You know what I mean? That's why my family even thought it was a phase, but it wasn't.
Fuck yeah. So, moving to the city now, you just dropped some clothes, Gritta Collective, fucking the streets up, Unit Soul. Tell us about the inspiration from that.
That shit came, I want to say we created Gritta Family back in 2014. Me and most of y'all know him as Lil Thump. We came up with it. And then it just, we added more people. We just, grit, and it's a movement. You know what I'm saying? It became a movement, how I did TYG. And then we had a couple of shirts because we used to do college parties in Greeley and shit. And from there, it slowed down, but me and him, it's still Gritta. They Gritta, YG Gritta, we still going back and forth. And last year, we just kind of like, I just started the Gritta shit and everybody just doing their own thing. You know what I mean? So he got his shit, I got mine, and we just rocking.
Fuck yeah. So with your collections coming out.
But with my collection, the reason why I name it Gritta Collective, because every quarter I'm going to have a different collection. You know what I'm saying? So all my collections is going to mean something that I feel like it means to me. You know what I mean? That's why it's called Gritta Collective, because every quarter you're going to get a different collection.
Fuck yeah. So what you got coming up in the winter?
I got the Power Collection.
What inspired the Power Collection?
The Power Collection, just money, power, and respect. You feel me? I want niggas to know that I earned this. Nobody handed me anything. You know what I'm saying? I always been doing it, but I always put it on the back burner to put somebody else's shit in place when I always had the power to do my own. So with the Power Collection, it's more like earning my respect.
Fuck yeah. So I dropped the Top 16 list, clothing brands list.
And you killed the streets with it, bro.
Hell yeah, I fucked the city up for a day, real quick. Shout out to everybody who gives a fuck about my opinion. You feel what I'm saying?
Fuck the streets up,
so,
bro.
hell yeah. So, a lot of people got mad about that list. What do you feel like first I want to say, what do you feel about the list? Your opinion about the list? And then we'll go into, you know what I'm saying, everybody's opinions.
My opinion about the list is, first of all, it was named Colorado's
top 16.
Okay. Now, what should have happened was when people was doing their research, they should have made sure that everybody on that list was from Colorado. That's first and foremost. But that's neither here or there. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you do that, it becomes politics, bro. That person ain't really from here. That person ain't, you know what I'm saying? Especially when a person got the number one spot. You feel what I'm saying? Dro wasn't originated here.
Does that change what he has done here?
Nah, I fucks with JB. That's my nigga. That's big bro. But when you name in the list certain things, you gotta make sure that this is where it originated from. Okay,
so look, let me say it like this. I'ma stand behind that list. I'ma stand on my square. Niggas know I don't give a fuck. I'ma stand on it. I'ma say this. The top 16 clothing brands in Colorado, here's the argument. I feel what you're saying.
Right.
It doesn't change the fact of what they did in the city in the state of Colorado. So even though they're not from here, they fucked it up enough so they made it happen. Because technically, you're not from the town.
Right.
And they can say the same thing.
They can say the same thing. But let me just tell you, I ain't think about that shit till somebody told me. So with that being said, like I told you before, I got a piece of clothing, probably pieces of everybody on that list except 3. And that's just because I didn't know who they was. So what that list did was just open my eyes to be like, either I gotta grit more for people to understand who Gritta is, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta check out other people's shit that I didn't know about. But that's just me. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't think I should have been on the list. I'm just starting out. I ain't making nothing from scratch. Yeah, I come up with them ideas, but I don't make nothing from scratch at the moment to where I'm just getting on my feet. To where it should have been people on it that been doing shit.
Who did I miss?
In my opinion, you didn't have Crafty on there. Lil homie Dewan. You didn't have Cardinal Clay on there. If you really pushing in the streets right now, no Halftime wasn't on there. Hardeezy shit.
What? No Rats was on there?
No Halftime. No Rats is wax.
Oh, okay.
So that's 2 different brands.
Antics is on there though.
Antics was on there. And like I said, I got a piece from everybody on there.
Man, shout out to the people that put the fucking list together. I stand behind that list.
Shout out to y'all, but
I'll argue with anybody over that list.
Even everything on there, it's a different. How can I say it? Like, niggas might like antics, but don't like cashing. You see what I'm saying? Everybody dresses different. You see what I'm saying? So it was so many different cultures of clothing lines on there. I never knew what To Be Good Person was, or what was the number 2 one? Was it because I seen some shorts on there I like, but
so I'm pulling it up right now. I'm pulling it up right now. If it's gonna be posted on the screen though. Oh my soul. So the top 16, do you want me to give you the rundown again?
Yeah, just give me the rundown.
Number 1, Dro.
Dro, I fuck with Dro. I got Dro's clothing. I only smoke Dro's weed. Bro, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I fucks with Big Bro. Now, the reason I felt like, and I wasn't even part of the list, but I felt like he was number 1 just because of the point he's at with Dro. You see what I'm saying? Nobody on that list at this moment, whether he got tight shit, simple shit, or nothing, we not on that level. My niggas in Zoomies. You know what I'm saying? He's really nationwide with it. So I can understand why he earned that number 1 spot. Absolutely. But do we all agree with it? Hell no. We all want to be number 1. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like I see why he was chose to be number one, if that's the case.
Number 2, Uncommon Wealth.
That's one. I never heard of it. So I can't say that they trash or they shouldn't have been up there because I never heard of it. So shit, all that did was just make me go click on it to see what they got. Man, I seen a couple of shit on there that I would wear.
Be a good person.
Never heard of it, but somebody told me they make $1 million a year.
Yeah, AP was wearing that shit.
See? So he should have been number one. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different things. People got to look, what was the reason for shit to be numbered that way? And all from that list, all it did for me was to just go a little bit harder, bro.
Yeah.
And open up more of my market. That's all it should have did. It shouldn't have caused beef of who number was at who. It should have just, if you was at the bottom, see how can you get to the top for your city. You see what I'm saying? If you was at the top, then shit.
What is the craziest comment you've seen about that shit? I want one that you was like. I didn't even
see a crazy comment. I just felt like everybody wanted to be at a spot that everybody can't be at. Everybody can't be number one. Everybody can't be 1 through 5. All it is just to grind harder, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Open up your market, promotion, networking. And you just can't, like I said, this is white Atlanta. We just can't promote to us.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just my goal. You know what I mean? I base my clothes off my favorite clothing line, which is Not to Be Told. So I watch how they market and promo, and I kind of like follow their lead. And that's another thing that we got to understand in the Denver urban culture. We so small that everybody think everybody copying everybody. It's not the case, bro. Just because you think you seen it first, I'm sure somebody else seen it last month. To where we so small, but that's what it looks like. You understand what I'm saying? And I come from a big city to where, bro, that shit was going on way before it got here. You know what I'm saying? I seen that shit in New York before it got here. To where niggas gotta stop being small-minded, bro. Man, and once we stop being small-minded, we can all win. It's enough out here for everybody.
If you had to pick what's the style? I asked rappers what's the sound of Denver. Since you designing clothes, I'm gonna say what's the style of Denver?
I got a different style. You know what I'm saying? Me and my big bro had a conversation the other day like that. Denver's real simple. Denver don't really like the colors. Now you might get a couple of niggas that want to get different color schemes and stuff like that, but as long as you making shit black, blue, and red, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Denver's real simple when it comes to shit. So it's not hard to please Denver, but I'm different. So as anybody can see, when I dress, I wear all types of shit, and that's basically what my brand is about. Is you get a tropical season, bro.
Your top 5 brands outside yourself.
Damn.
I'm posting this, so you about to piss some people off.
Nah, I ain't gonna piss nobody, cause I wear everybody's shit, so I can't piss you off. I'm gonna have to go with Living Decent, No Rats, Cation/Trap. You said top 5, was that 3?
Mm-hmm.
What else I wear? I don't know if they still out, but Combs was pretty good. I don't know if they still dropping shit. And I don't know, bro.
No 5. You got one more slide.
You know, my sister dropping some heat on my brother's shit, so I'm gonna screw in there.
Screw in there. Hey, screw in there everyday hustle.
Yeah.
There goes top 5.
All that go. And that's my top 5. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I wear everybody's shit. So you gonna catch a little bit of everything in my closet. You understand what I'm saying? So, yo.
So who is Day Gritta? The Persian.
Me, man. Nah, Day Gritta is just, I get it by all means necessary, bro. Like, once upon a time, you know what I mean, you get street money, not legal money. I basically, if you know me, I got my hands in a little bit of everything. You might not know that, but I got my hands in a little bit of everything to where I put myself in positions so me and my niggas can win. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this in motion because I know in the back end this is gonna help you. You know what I mean? So that's just Day Gritta. Day Gritta's the nigga that's gonna make sure everybody win.
Fuck yeah. Where can they find you at?
Shit, you can find me on Facebook, Diamond Andrades. You can find me on Instagram, Day Gritta, and Snapchat at Day Gritta.
Man, fuck yeah. We gonna get you up here again or what?
Shit, anytime you need me, bro.
Man, fuck yeah. Well, I appreciate you. And thank y'all for tuning in to Streetnerdz Radio, the #1 station in the streets.
Bet that.